So I think about a week or 2 weeks ago, I cannot remember precisely what date it is, and as at that time, I also didn't know that it was the Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I saw on one of my acquaintances status on WhatsApp. I cannot say exactly what I saw, but it was about telling men it is okay for men to have emotions, especially the crying part. I cannot put in words for words again what I saw, but it seems like an attack on the women, even when the women says it is not okay for men to, go through all of those things that the society thinks that it is not normal for men to go through, that they should still. It was basically just encouraging the men to, do every other thing that it is right for them to do, which I totally agree with. It is okay for us to stop it all right now, because men are humans, they have feelings, they have emotions. So it is not right for you to think that men should not cry. I don't even know why and how that came about, but then the main contention of the post was the attack on the women, and also there was an attack on the men as well. And then I slide into his DM. I'm like, some of these things are actually from the men to the men. And I go on to say, I'm not even sure men likes themselves that much, because a woman can still understand when a man cry, when a man is emotional. I mean, today's generation. I'm not talking about the generations of our parents. I feel like our generation understands that it is unfair for the women to show emotions, and think that it is okay for the men to hide theirs. Women of today understand that men can show emotions, men can cry, men should take care of themselves, men should talk out when they have issues going on with them. It is okay for men to not say silence when they are going through abuse. It is okay for men to do every other things that the female is expected to show, or to whatever and whatnot. I feel like it is more on the men's side, because the men would tell themselves, guy, be strong, why they cry, you be man. Men themselves should talk to themselves that it is okay for you guys to let your fellow man show emotions. Stop telling your fellow man when they are trying to show emotions that, oh, you be man, a man you be, because it's not okay for you to shut down the emotions of your fellow man. And I'm saying this because most times when I see these things, it's actually from a man to another man. Again, I'm talking about this generation. I'm not talking about the generation of our parents that supported the old system. Things are changing. Like, women should start telling their men, their children, that it is okay for them to speak out when they need to. It is okay for them to cry. It is okay for them to show emotions. It doesn't mean that they are weak. It only shows that they are human, because sometimes bottled emotions causes much more than we see or hear. There are still women who understand that men are allowed to feel a certain way. Happy Men's Mental Awareness Month.